Cooper River Bridge Run is returning in April for its 48th year. Today, I talk one-on-one with race director Irv Batten for a preview of this race for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, sponsored by the Savage Law Firm. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Irv Batten, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups for this particular interview, sponsored by the Savage Law Firm.
Nice to be back.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it greatly. Needless to say, you are the executive director of the Cooper River Bridge Run, which is returning for its 48th year this year, coming in April. So tell me, Irv, what's new, what's now with the Cooper River Bridge Run?
Can you believe 48 years, Quintin?
Yeah, that's a long time.
Oh my goodness, long time. Yeah, we're really doing well. We're ahead of last year's registration count. You know, coming out of the pandemic, we had a really good showing last year, and we're almost 2,800 ahead of last year.
Wow.
So we're really, really excited about that. That just keeps on coming, and yeah, we were the third largest 10K still last year, and we're going to hit that again hopefully. And we were like the ninth largest race in the United States.
Oh, well, congratulations to you all. Yeah. Big accolades there. Oh, you're welcome. And you obviously, Irv, you talk about those registration numbers being up. So are these local numbers, or are these people coming from a regional standpoint?
We have someone from every state, about 14 or 15 different countries. The local is kind of up though. Also, wow. You know, we have about 40% of the registrants are local. And I know it's spring break is a little bit off from the race this year, so that's helping. You know, people are staying in town. Usually spring break, they like to go on a little vacation, so spring break is not the same weekend, so it's really looking good.
Oh, that is really, really amazing. So let me ask you, because you just mentioned obviously about, you know, the numbers being up as far as, you know, people, you know, registering for the race. So how many packets have you all mailed out thus far?
We did the mail out last week. We sent out 5,500. So those are already out there. People should get them by the end of this week.
Yes, sir.
And but then that's it. We're not going to mail out anymore. We did the mail out, and then everyone else will come to the 2-day expo and pick up your stuff there, which is an awesome event anyway, with so many people and so many vendors and all the free giveaways and stuff. I mean, it's a fun event just to come to the expo. So,
oh yes, absolutely. And you know, I'm a big fan of check. I don't eat checkers like that. I'm trying to keep healthy here, Irv. But I love their French fries. They saved me last year when I was having some issues, so that was good to see. but what else can we expect at this 2-day expo over at the convention center?
Well, we have like 200 vendors. Wow, so I mean, there's all kind of stuff, all kind of free giveaways, new shoes. We've got shoe vendors and stuff, and running apparel, the bridge store, which we have all this apparel and stuff that we sell with Bridge Run logos and stuff on it. So, I mean, it's just a fun event all around. Real food and drink, and you'll get your race shirt, your bib number, you know, all that stuff.
All that stuff. So that's really amazing. So, you know, back in the day, a lot of people registered for the race right up until the night before the race. So when do you expect the registration for the Bridge Run to actually sell out this year?
Well, we're going to keep on going all the way through the expo. You know, we have a 40,000 cap. So, you know, we're not going to hold back. Let's just get as many people. And if you can't, if you don't feel like you could complete the 10K, the 6.2 miles, we have so many volunteer opportunities that you could help out at the expo, the 2-day expo. You could help out with the wave start, help out at the water stops, help out at the finish festival. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do to participate and help out. And we have a great group of volunteers. So the more the merrier, though. The more the merrier.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, Irv, how many volunteers have signed up thus far for this year's festival?
Thousands, Quintin. We get several thousand volunteers, And a lot of them are the different groups and the charities that we have. We have the 14 charities, and they give us volunteers. But then there's also church groups and other groups that volunteer too. So no, we don't turn anybody away that wants to volunteer because there's so many different things to do. And giving out the race numbers, giving out the shirts at the expo. There's just so many different things to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you talk about obviously those charities, Irv. So how many of those people do a charity have actually signed up for the bridge run versus individual registrations?
Yeah. We've got about 500 people that signed up for the charities.
Yeah.
They give money to the charities, but some people give money to charities and don't sign up to the Charity Connect. So it's just, I mean, you can't lose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right about that. And I'm assuming many who have signed up who were signed up for the race last year, that is, for this year, is already transferred over for this particular year. So how many people are in that category who couldn't make it last year but now want to run for this year's race?
Yeah, we had a few, but not that many. Not that many. Most people showed up. We had a very good rate of people that showed up. We didn't have a high no-show rate last year, which is good, but we have a very good return rate. There's a lot of people, that have done numerous races. Matter of fact, we are going to honor, there are 2 individuals that have run every single race. And we are honoring them this year. We're going to put them in the Bridge Run Hall of Fame.
Yes.
They are John Weeks and Owen Mislin. And they have run it's incredible. They have run every single race.
Wow.
47, and they signed up for this one. They're going to complete their 48th.
Oh man, that's
crazy.
That is crazy. Very amazing. I wish I could have do that.
Yeah, I wish I could have done that. That's just, I mean, it's hard with life, the way things are and everything. You get sick, you get hurt, you got to go out of town. They've done every single race. That is very impressive.
Very impressive. And I'm pretty sure your name will go down in the Hall of Fame one day. We all know your story with running, of course.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And let's talk about the distance, because obviously, what distance can people use for their time verification with the bridge run?
Yeah, so we allow you to use a marathon, it doesn't matter, any certified race course. You send us the results. It will convert those to what you could handle or do a 10K in, and that's what we'll put you into the right category. And it's important to, a lot of people want to use a race time from like 3, 4, 5 years ago. It needs to be within the year. That's the only way we could do it to make it fair. I mean, I know that I couldn't run what I did 5 years ago, so we just need to have it in a year, and it makes it so the waves go off a lot smoother, and everybody's just a lot happier because there's no one walking in front of them or anything. So, of course, there are sometimes that does happen where someone might get hurt or something happens. So, but everybody's usually pretty polite and stuff. They slide over to the side. So, but no, it's important to put in, if you want to be in one of the faster waves, to send in your verification time.
Yeah, that's what I just did. So that's how I'll be in the 45 category, of course. But let me ask you, you talk about those people walking in front of you. How many walkers have actually signed up versus runners?
We have thousands of walkers. They usually start in the back. But no, we've had like, 10,000, 12,000 walkers. I mean, they're having just as much fun as the runners. Yeah. Getting out there and being up on the bridge and seeing the city, the beautiful city and skyline from the middle of the run, the roadway and stuff. So, but then there's music on the bridge, and it's just, you get up on the bridge, it's an incredible sight too.
Very much so. And you talk about the road race, Irv. So, for those people, who want to make it to the bridge run as a spectator or want to take some sort of transportation over to the race as far as a participant, what plans do you all have in place for that?
Well, the bridge closes at 7. So if you're going to go anywhere, you need to make sure you know which roads are closed. on our website and in the city's website, they have the road closures and stuff. So you need to know how to get around town and not get into the traffic and stuff. But the bridge does close at 7 because the wheelchair race starts at 7:25.
Yes.
So we have to have the roadway cleaned out and cleared off for the event to start. So got to get over that bridge early. And if you're taking one of the buses, make sure you get to the buses early. It's better to be at the start and have to wait a little bit than to have to go all the way around 526 and then you get to the start and you miss your wave. So make sure you get there early if you're going to take one of the buses, or if you're going to drive, make sure you get there early.
Well, let me pick up on that because, of course, last year you told me on Quintin's close-ups here that the race is adding new parking areas near the race route and brand new Uber and Lyft locations for pickup and drop-off locations for participants. Is that still in place for this year?
The Uber drop-off is still in place, and we added some buses this year, so we have a little bit more buses.
Wow.
So, like I said, though, the big thing is to get there early.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people go, well, your buses, my race doesn't start till, 8. Well, if you don't get there early to the bus location, you're not going to get to the start at 8 o'clock on time. So,
yeah, I've seen that happen.
It's just the way it is with these large events and stuff. But it's fun. There's things to do at the start. There's music playing.
Yes.
And you're getting with the crowd and stuff. So.
Yeah, it's always nice to see that and be a part of that as well. So you talk about the wheelchair. So how many participants will be participating in that race?
We usually have about 13 or 14 wheelchair racers. And then we also have the racers for pacers, which are the adults pushing individuals in chairs that can't participate without that. So we'll have those, and but it's a really good field of elite wheelchair racers too. So we'll have the elite wheelchair racers at 7:25, then the world class elite runners at 8, and then in between.
Wow, that's amazing. So just like everyone else here knows in the Low Country, that Charleston is a place for making history. So what kind of history do you expect to make with the bridge run this year with those elite world runners?
Well, hopefully we have really good weather.
Yes.
We almost got the course record last year.
Yes.
And so we'll see. It would be nice to have a course record and all. But, the whole thing is, to me, is we're putting on a world-class event. People come back. They love it. They love the way we treat them. The city of Charleston, the town of Mount Pleasant, the city of North Charleston, the Low Country is the hospitality of the people of the Low Country, the food, everyone loves it. And someone asked me one time, how do you get all these people to come? I'm like, it's Charleston. You put on a really good event in Charleston, people are going to want to come. So, and we've done it, like I said, for 47, going to be 48 years. And so we're excited.
You're excited. And of course, like I told you last week when I was over at the office last week, I told you that I'm coming up on 18 years of the bridge run. So in your mind, what is your favorite bridge run memory?
Wow. I've got so many different ones. When I was a runner, I've got a few when I ran. And then every year is something different happens and stuff. It's hard to pinpoint like one special one. My first one as a member of the staff was really exciting. But every year when I get to the start and the gun goes off and the people come by and the waves and waves and waves of people and they're all cheering and stuff, it's exciting. It's hard to pick one, which is the best.
Yes, indeed, it really is. So for those people who haven't signed up yet, how do we go about that?
Go to bridgerun.com. You could register on bridgerun.com for the race or to volunteer. Either way, there's both registrations right there. And yeah, that's it. Simple.
Simple, very much so. Yes, sir.
Oh, I wanted to show you.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh!
When you finish, Quintin, you'll be getting this.
Yes, I'm ready for it. I'm out there training, so trust me. And well, with the bike too. But like I said, I love. Yeah,
A little cross training is good.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I like what I told you last week at
I
the
know.
office. I like
I
running because
agree.
it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I
I
love
totally
challenge.
agree.
I like the running challenge. Yes, sir. But yeah, we're going to be excited to see that, and hopefully we'll have some barbecue and all that stuff down there as
Oh
well
yeah.
at the finish line. But Irv Batten with the Cooper River Bridge Run, thank you for your time here on Quintin's Close-Ups, and thanks to the Savage Law Firm for sponsoring this interview.
Thank you so much, Quintin.
Thank you.